Hello, algebra. We're going to try our little experiment again of not having no outlines. So 7.6 is the difference of squares. Now remember, difference means subtraction, and then squares are, it could be w squared, it could be any square number we have, like 9 or 16 or 81, anything like that, right? So difference of squares. So when we look here, we have x squared, obviously a squared, and we have 9, and they have a difference. They are being subtracted. So we know just by looking at this that this is one of our special cases. So with difference of squares, as we saw when we were multiplying special properties of polynomials, we're going to get two terms, and automatically you know that one of them is going to be adding and one of them is going to be subtracting. Automatically, all right? Because of this special rule. And the special rule says, well, if we look at the square root of the first term that we have, which would just be x in this case, and we look at the square root of our second term, which in this case is 3, square root of 9 is 3. If I do x plus 3 and x minus 3, that gets me x squared minus 9. That's the rule. So let's make sure it actually worked, right? Let's do a check. So if we do x times x, we get x squared. X times negative 3 would be a negative 3x. 3 times x would be a positive 3x. And then 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9. Wait a second, negative 3x plus 3x, that gets me 0x. So I'm left with x squared minus 9. So this, in fact, worked. This is the answer. All right, this is the answer. So let's try that again, but now let's do it with z. Z to the 6 minus 64. Well, if we do the square root of z to the 6th, that would be z cubed. The square root of 64 is 8. So the factors should be x minus 8 and x plus 8. It does not matter what you put first. Oh, excuse me, I said x. Excuse me. I got into my x's. Z cubed. Z cubed. So z cubed minus 8, z cubed plus 8. Excuse me, I apologize. So it does not matter which comes first, the subtraction or the addition. It doesn't matter. It's equally the same. Now, some of you might say, well, why can I do x squared minus 9? Why can't I do x squared? There we go. Why can't I do x squared plus 9 versus x squared minus 9? So why can't this one be x plus 3 times x plus 3? Like, why is that not a thing? I'm going to show you why. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 3x, and then we get a 9. This does not zero out and make 6x, okay? So we cannot do a difference of squares. Another way of saying that, it's not a difference. Look right here. It's a plus. Difference means to subtract. We have to have subtraction signs. If it does not have a subtraction sign, you cannot do it. You can't. Like, you cannot. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You cannot do it. We have to have the subtraction sign. We must. Otherwise, this rule does not work. This is not factorable. All right, x squared plus 9, you cannot factor it. It's done. That's as factored as it gets. All right? Sorry, I got a little animated. Pet peeve. So let's try one more together. This time we've got a y to the 4th minus 16. Y to the 4th minus 16. So let's think about this. Y to the 4th, and actually, that's too big. If we square root y to the 4th, we know we get y squared. If we square root 16, we know we get 4. So this is going to be y minus 4, actually y plus 4, y minus 4, y squared. Excuse me, I forgot my squareds. Don't do that. Now here's something really cool. This is adding, right? Y squared plus 4. I cannot factor it more. We just talked about cannot do it. I need a difference of squares. Well, wait a second. This one is a difference. 4 is a squared. Y squared is a squared. So if I square root y squared, I get just y. And then if I square root 4, I get 2. So I can actually factor this one further. Kind of cool, right? So my y squared plus 4 is going to just stay there. But this one can turn into y minus 2, y plus 2. Got really squished, sorry. So it's kind of neat. You can actually factor these further than just once. You can factor it more. So just so you're aware of that, you can see that. It's really neat. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I am happy to help you. And emailing me screenshots is a great way to ask for help. Just a thought.